global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Of course, Senator Natasha is speaking up and is speaking like never before. Don't forget that there have been a lot of hurdles to cross. According to her, there are 3 hurdles to cross. 1 is done and dusted by INEC. 2 more to go. Many questions have been asked. Is there evidence to the allegation she has, heaped on the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio? Of course, she's more than willing, but the appropriate time and space, she will bring it out. Of course, everybody will understand why she was unwilling to provide the evidence during the ethics and petition ethics committee, who were even willing to even listen to her petition. So yes, you could say that she knew that was not the right space and the right time to present her evidence. But right now, many Nigerians are asking that same question: what happened? Everybody was so sure that the recall was already a done deal, but alas, a miracle happened. INEC said it was not good enough, and hence Senator Natasha would not be recalled. But she had said to grant an interview where she said exactly how she succeeded in the huddle, and the fact that the likes of Ododo, Yahaya, Bello and the rest, she had the one word for them. But let's listen to how she was able to maneuver the situation. We'll come back for more with my colleague. Do watch this video.
First, let me start from the very beginning. Let me start by appreciating God for His grace, my husband for his love and support, my children for their sacrifice, my team for their resilience, the team, especially Auntie Obi, Atikulisi, the S.A.N. Femi Falana, Kadraya Ahmed, and many others. And also the good people of Nigeria, especially my constituents. I just thank God for the love I've received so far, support, the prayers. I think it kept me strong. And now back to the helicopter. That was my husband's idea. It was a last-minute thing. We wanted to celebrate Easter Salah with my constituents, which I always do. Even before I became a senator, I usually send down some materials and some grains for them to share. And the last few days of Salah, I do spend with them. But in the wake of events, I couldn't go earlier. But I said, you know what, this very last day of the holiday, I should be with them. And then we sent out notifications. And just as the notifications went out, we read the press release from the state government, Governor Ododo, on behalf through the Commissioner of Information, Kingsley Fowler, mentioning that there was a ban on gatherings, rallies, whether social, religious, or political, convoys getting into the state, ban on fishing activities and all sort of water activities. And we just sat there looking at it. I knew I was a target. Come on. Relatively, Kogi State has been quite peaceful, so there is no security concerns. And then we're actually wondering where that came from, but I knew I was a target.
Did you hear about the fishing issues and what was happening in Kogi West? Were you aware?
What was the fishing issues?
The issue, the arrest that happened, and according to the state government, that some people were attacked and there were issues relating to insecurity in that part.
If it happened in the last 1 month, then pardon me, like I said, I tried to stay away from a lot of negative news. I cared a lot about my mental health, and I needed to channel a lot of energy to focus on the issues that concerned myself and my constituents at that time. I'm sorry if it sounds a bit selfish, but I was just away from a whole lot. So back to this, if that happened, I'm so sorry. I think now that I've gotten a bit more breather, I will look at and see how I can intervene and lend my voice to curbing the vices. But now back on that, I had seen the prohibition of fishing activities and water activities, and the ban of convoys and also a list of checkpoints that suddenly propped up, barring entrance into my senatorial district. That is Ibilo to Kogi, Auchi to Okene, Abuja, Lokoja, Okene Road, Akure, Ikare, exits into all the roads were barricaded. And I knew that, okay, there was going to be trouble. So my husband was like, you know what, we can actually get a helicopter to land us right into our compound, because we do own the land opposite our village home. And that's how we got in. And I think with that move, we broke no law. And the people gathered right in my compound. The road you see us walking through, I constructed that road. So that's not the government road or facility. So I broke no law. I'm a good citizen of Nigeria, a law-abiding one at that. I'm sure you can attest to me.
So now the big question here is, part of the ban, or part of the governor's order is there should not be any kind of gathering, public gathering. But the government has said that is a public gathering. Any gathering that's more than 2, 3, 4, 5 people, that doesn't look like a Salah celebration of any sort.
Well, that's a private gathering. It depends on the popularity of the individual. That's how my people gather for me every time I'm home. So that's it. I don't know what his definition of public gathering is, but to me, that's not a public space. That's not a community hall. That's my compound. The whole area you see there, it's owned by me. And that's where people...
All right, welcome back. My colleague is in the house. Senator Natasha, like Professor Dinkale will say, one irrepressible problem, major irrepressible problem that Akpabio, Yahaya, Bello and the rest have. In fact, especially Akpabio, as Senate President has, that cannot be repressed. And the name of that problem is Natasha. This is one politician who is literally showing Fubara exactly what should have been done. And I'm just even imagining if Natasha was in the seat of Fubara, maybe she would have done things differently. Yeah, what's your take?
Well, I think that Natasha has proven herself as a politician. You know, that's the difference between Fubara and Natasha. Fubara is a born politician. I believe. Natasha. Natasha has proven that she's a born, or she had prepared for politics. Fubara, I watched a video where he said that he didn't want to be a governor. So already he wasn't prepared, you know. It's just that he was the only person that governor, that's FCT minister, found worthy in terms of character, in terms of some humility, submissiveness, and all of that. He was the only person, so they brought him in. So he wasn't even ready for the fight. He wasn't even with kid's glove. He just came in with his bare hands, you know, into the ring. But Natasha, knowing the things that he's going to do, and the fact that she's going to meet opposition, she's going to meet people who will resist her. Number one, did not just, you know, stop by or marry a lily liver man or maybe a poor guy. He got married to a very rich dude, a billionaire, billionaire. You understand? So, so money, number one, is that because there are a lot of things that can only be done in politics when you have money. She's not begging. Imagine being suspended. We didn't see her, you know, in her closet crying for being suspended. Because the things that she must do, she must still continue to do. So the husband will provide the funding and then she would do it. Imagine, how can someone who is suspended still be empowering people? Come on. How do you explain this? She was still empowering people. I mean, so imagine the acres of land that she got for herself, the fact that she built a road and all of. So the people are already used to her. They're conversant with the fact that she will always come around, you know, during a celebration of this thing, Salah and all of that. So you just realize this woman was prepared. So Akpabio maybe what was thinking was dealing with a woman. Now, iron woman, no. Now, iron, I mean, this one, an iron woman, ready to face you headlong. We are ready. I'm telling you, you know, I'm very shocked that maybe Yahaya Bello did not give him an update about that woman. That woman is hard. She's tough. Even if they put every other person under subjection in terms of one party system, that woman, if she goes for governorship, she will win. Yes. That's why Ododo Safe is very careful of her, because the husband is a billionaire. What are we saying here? And she's not just billionaire, she's been able to carve a niche for herself. The fact that I care for my people. Look at the things she did. Suspended senator. And this number one.
Even the ones they not suspended have not done anything.
None of them have done anything. They are busy running because they are poor dudes. They are busy running around, stealing money and not doing anything. But look at her. She's like spending every coin she has in making sure that the people are happy. Why won't they? Imagine the crowd. Oh, that's not a rented crowd. From the day she landed on a helicopter, see how the people were running. Me say I was a big helicopter, no cut anybody. See how the people were running closer to the helicopter. Yeah. She came out, they were dancing with her. They were dancing with her. She went to the podium. It's not women alone. I'm talking about able men. Because they know Mama they deliver.
Mama delivered.
When it was it was raining cat and dog. They were trying. The rain was so strong that they were trying to prevent the wind from blowing off this podium. But guess what? After a while, she left the cover and she stepped into the dancing floor with the women, and she started dancing with them. See the crowd from left, right, center.
Is that the person that they want to recall?
You think that you can do anything to that woman? So Fubara was not prepared. Fubara, I would say, is not a politician. Fubara has no, I don't even, it was just the will of, but you know, sometimes you're not prepared for something and you find yourself there.
Just mentally be ready.
Get yourself prepared. Stop looking for unnecessary. Nigeria, see, the person who will have the best name in Nigeria is not the person who wants to be a good man. It's not always that good man is important, I mean, in the history of Nigeria. If you really want to leave a mark that will not be forgotten, he said, if Wara was like, it will be remembered for what we have done. These are people will not remember. See, when you break the limit, that's when people will remember you. When you pull down a champion and take over his position, that's when you'll be remembered. Not all this 85,000 naira, this thing. What is that? People will still remember Wike and remember you as his boy. Say that I don't want Wike to deal with me the way he dealt with Fubara and all of that. So, all
right, let's go wrap it up. I just hope that Governor Fubara would rise up to the occasion. If it's not already too late already, but then kudos to the Iron Lady. She's making everyone proud, I must say. Let's go wrap it up.